Hi everyone, myself Vasant Reddy, studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. In this video, I'm going to give a small presentation on working of solar cells. In this video, we're going to learn the topics about introduction to solar cell, materials used in solar cell, construction and working of solar cell, types of solar cells, advantages and disadvantages of solar cell, and applications of a solar cell. Let's know introduction to solar cell. A solar cell. A solar cell is a photovoltaic device that converts light energy into the electrical energy based on the principle of photovoltaic effect. Here, a solar cell is a device which converts light energy into the electrical energy. Here, photo means light in Greek, and volt is the name of pioneer in the study of electricity, Alexander Volta. The materials used in solar cell. Solar cells are composed of various semiconducting materials like crystalline silicon, zinc sulfide, cadmium telluride, copper indium disilindide, and indium phosphide. Let's know the construction of solar cell. Solar cell consists of N-type semiconductor layer, which is known as emitter, and P-type semiconductor layer, which is known as base. These two layers are sandwiched and hence there is a formation of p-n junction diode. The layer which is dividing the n-type semiconductor layer and the p-type semiconductor layer is called as the depletion layer. The surface is coated with the anti-reflection coating to avoid the loss of incident light energy due to the reflection. The surface of the solar cell is coated with the dark color uh, so that it can absorb the maximum heat and there should not be the loss of any heat. Next point is a proper metal contacts are made on the n-type and the p-type side of the semiconductors for electrical connection. Now let's know the working of solar cell. When a solar panel is exposed to the sunlight, this is the solar panel and it is exposed to the sunlight. The energies, this is the energy, light energy are absorbed by the semiconductor materials, which is the n-type semiconductor and the p-type semiconductor. Due to this absorbed energy, the electrons are liberated and produce the external DC current. Here the electrons are liberated, negative electrons and the positive holes. The n-type semiconductor emits negative electrons and the p-type emits holes. The DC current is converted into 240 volt AC current using an inverter for different application. This is the output supply and we can use it for the domestic purpose different applications. Next is the types of solar cell. Based on the type of crystal used, solar cells can be classified as monocrystalline silicon cells, polycrystalline silicon cells, amorphous silicon cells. Now let's know the advantages of solar cell. It is clean and non-polluting. The solar cells are clean and non-polluting. It doesn't cause any pollution. Next is it is a renewable resource. It is a continuous form of energy. It doesn't get degraded. The next point is solar cells do not produce noise and they are totally silent. Solar cells which doesn't produce any of the sound pollutions and they are no. Next point is maintenance cost is less. The cost of the maintenance of the solar cell is less and they have long lifetime. The solar cells have long lifetime. There are no fuel costs or fuel supply problems. The solar cells doesn't require any kind of fuels and therefore the maintenance cost is less and it is less of cost. Let's know some of the disadvantages of solar cell. Solar power cannot be obtained at the night time. The solar power which we gain from the solar cell, which could be done only at the daytimes, and this process doesn't work at the time of night times. The next point is solar cell or solar panel are very expensive. The solar panels which are used in the solar cell are very expensive to buy. Next is energy has to be stored in batteries. Yeah, the energy which all the energy we gain from the solar cell should be stored in the battery, and even the cost of the battery is more. Air pollution and weather can affect the production of electricity. And the last point is large area of land is required to produce more efficient power supply. If you want to produce more efficient of power supply, then large amount of area is required, and this is all the disadvantages of solar cell. Next, we're going to learn about applications of solar cell. Solar pump. These are used to water supply. Solar pumps are used to in agriculture purpose, domestic purpose, to pump the water from one region to another region. Domestic power supply. With the help of solar cell, we can help in domestic power supply for applications include refrigerators, washing machine, television, and lighting purpose, which all we use the devices in our day-to-day lives. Next is telecommunication systems. Radio transceivers on mountain tops, which is used for telecommunication purpose, or telephone boxes in the country, which can often be solar powered. These are used for powering the telephone. Next point is electric power generation in space, to provide electrical power to the satellites in an orbit around the sun. The solar cell, with the help of solar energy, it is used to provide electrical power to the satellites in an orbit around the sun. And the last point, it is used in ocean navigation aids. Number of lighthouses are produced by solar cells. The lighthouses are working with the help of solar energy by the help of solar cell. Thanks for watching.